Hi all, it's Michaela. Yeah, so just doing this video. I'm like year and a half on HRT now. Year and a half, it's been quite a while. Yeah, a lot of positive things actually in a year and a half. I found just the way I look is just really, my hair is quite amazing at the moment. Even my facial features are starting to work, and you know, the development down here is pretty good, and body wise couldn't be happier. It's like perfect. Yeah, I think dysphoria wise, it's things don't seem to really rattle me as much as I used to. I used to get really quite dysphoric, just looking in the mirror, and just people's like reaction to how I am and stuff, and just reacting to that and getting negative and dysphoric. And you know, like, it's not really happening like that anymore. It's God, sorry, vaping. I've been vaping all day. But yeah, like the fact of not having so much dysphoria, you actually feel quite normal, and normal to me is good. It's a feeling of wholeness, and yeah, I think that's something really to work towards if you're trans and if you're on HRT. And it's kind of funny because, like, it's been a really rough ride for me, the whole transition. I'm thinking from the very start, it was so rough. Like, it was ridiculous. It was like, I had about a year before I went on HRT where I was in complete denial, and you know, I was dysphoric and I was in denial, and I was like, this is not me. And I was trying to solve a problem saying that no, I can't be trans. I was looking up everything about trans people, and you know, honest to God, it was so exhausting. It was such a terrible time. And you know, I remember just being mentally and physically exhausted, and because you know, your brain's just working overtime trying to tell you you're something that you're not. And you know, I think just accepting you are who you are and you are how you are, it's taken me a long time. Actually like a good 6 months into the HRT, I was still in a denial, kind of imposter syndrome sort of a situation. And you know, that was just really awful, and you know, like, you end up being really quite cruel to yourself and blaming yourself, and it's not your fault, and it never has been, and it was never a decision. It's just how you are. And when you finally accept, because I've finally accepted, I mean, I did accept earlier that I'm totally trans and that's how I am, but when you just accept, everything just becomes so clear. Your head is not filled up with all this impulsive thoughts and random, like, trying to get an explanation or an answer for everything, when honestly you can't solve it. It's a puzzle that you can't solve. Your brain is not mentally capable to solve how you are or to change who you are. It's impossible. So I'm so glad I've done HRT, because like, I was kind of at the point where I carried on the way I was going. I mean, it's either the choice, HRT and stay sane, or no HRT and get pretty crazy and pretty insane and pretty mentally ill. And I think I've made a really good decision in supporting who I am, being happy with who I am, and just like moving forward and just trying to love myself for who I am. And then, you know, that's amazing. It's amazing when you do that. It's just the best. It's the best thing you can do. So, year and a half, right? Yeah, I've noticed, I think the breast development's pretty much as good as it's going to get, I think. I can't imagine it. It's almost a C at the moment, so I'm very lucky. I can't imagine it getting too much bigger than that. I think that's me maxed out. But I'm happy with that. I'm not too upset about that. I didn't want really big boobs. Like, I'm quite a physical person. I like sports and extreme sports and surfing and all sorts of things. I don't really want big boobs getting in the way, you know. Quite happy with what I got, really. Yeah, and as far as surgeries down the track, I still get dysphoria about the downstairs member, but honestly, it's not a major priority for me right now. I think I need to work a little bit more on me and try to work on a socializing social aspect of my transition, because I haven't really been totally social, and the aspects of making friends and joining groups and doing stuff that I should be doing. And yeah, I've been a bit of a recluse for quite a long time, and I finally kind of feel like it's more comfortable for me to join in and be me and just be accepted as me. And I'm finally at that stage where I feel like I don't have to hide anymore in my room sitting there. You know, I can move out, and it's really quite cool not having that dysphoria weighing you down, being more accepted as you. And yeah, that's definitely positive, and it's definitely the best thing that's happened to me, like, in my transition. And I think a year and a half, I think most trans girls might be similar to me. I think you get to a point where you can wear pretty dresses, you can wear makeup, you don't feel uncomfortable anymore. It actually fits with you, and you can put the stuff on and it actually feels like it totally fits. And that is just awesome, you know, like, because there was always a time when I was putting on makeup and putting on really pretty stuff and thinking, oh, this looks out of place. But now I think it actually looks in place. So that is amazing. Year and a half, I'm happy with that. As far as getting misgendered and all that sort of thing, it happens quite rarely. I think most people don't assign a gender to me, really, most times. Sometimes I might get gendered properly. I really don't care anymore so much. I used to get really upset about it, really would crap out my whole day if someone misgendered me. Now it's kind of like, if someone misgenders me, well, I just don't fall down and start going into it. Why do they misgender? I don't care. And that's pretty cool when you can do that. I think I've said that on a previous video, but at that time I wasn't at this stage. I was probably more like, I did get really affected. But if I get gendered correctly once a week, you know, I mean, that's enough for me. I'm not attention-seekingly trying to get gendered properly all the time. It's, I don't know, different girls, different trans girls have different expectations, but I think if you lower your expectations a bit and realise it's going to take a bit more time for you to look more feminine and pass and whatever, you almost do yourself a favour. You reduce a lot of negativity, and being calm about it, and just, you know, not letting things ruin your drive, your outlook, your day, your life, the way you're putting yourself out there. If you can just brush it off and move on, I mean, that's awesome. And I feel like I'm doing that more and more, so that is just cool. I'm stoked about that. Oh well, I'll stop rambling on, but yeah, year and a half, really good. I'm still trying to save for like surgeries and stuff. Yeah, in New Zealand we don't have like insurance covered surgeries. There's a wait list of about 15 years if you want to wait 15 years for a public service. Maybe might be 12. I think it's 15 because it gets more and more each year. So yeah, who's going to wait 15 years to be their true authentic self and have surgeries? I don't think so. I think most people go to Thailand and just do that, so I'm saving for that. Yeah, but I'll update and try to make some more videos and look after yourselves out there, and yeah, have a good night.